Hey there, I'm Sarah A. Chrisman, the author of The Tales of Chetzemoka, and today I'm going to talk to you about how ownership of physical books is your best protection against censorship.
This is a topic I've touched on in previous videos, but it bears repeating, and I think it becomes more relevant all the time. Books equal knowledge, and knowledge equals power. Own the books, and you own the power. This is an especially important message in an age of digital media. In the past, when oppressive regimes or hostile forces wanted to destroy a civilization by attacking its knowledge, they had to literally burn or otherwise physically destroy the books containing that knowledge. Even then, a cultural memory would remain of the fires and the loss. Book lovers still remember and yearn after the Great Library of Alexandria, even though it was burned multiple times and was ultimately destroyed well over 1,000 years ago. Today's censors don't need a fire to destroy a digital book. All it takes is a delete key or a command blocking access. It's easier than most people think. Most digital platforms have a built-in way to block access. This was intended as a way to protect copyright, but in practice it means that those who control the system can take away access to a digital book at any time and for any reason. More insidiously, digital books can be changed without leaving any trace of the edit. Texts no longer in keeping with the publisher's brand or current political dogma can be rewritten, and the reader may never suspect. To be clear, overzealous editors with their own agendas have always been a threat to free speech. Every time a new edition of a work is released, there is a potential for it to be altered in ways that go against the author's words and wishes. Ray Bradbury, the author of Fahrenheit 451 and one of the 20th century's most outspoken critics of censorship, pointed out how ironic he found it when he saw editions of his own works that had been changed without his permission to make them fall in line with the curriculums of the school textbooks into which they'd been inserted. This potential for invasive edits only underscores the need to own physical copies of books. If you come across a later version that doesn't seem to fit with your memory of a text, you can go back to the earlier edition and check the original. Historians and archivists call this referring to the copy in hand, and as a reader it gives you a tremendous amount of authority. Digital technology makes censorship easier than ever, so we must be more vigilant than ever in order to protect our freedom of speech and freedom of thought. Owning physical copies of books gives us proof we can hold in our hands, that the latest dominant narrative by the loudest party is not the only truth that the world has ever known. The French philosopher Voltaire once said, quote, "I disagree with what you say, and I will fight to the death for your right to say it," unquote. In contrast to this glorious and noble sentiment, censors are eager to fight to the death of free will in order to make everyone else agree with them. When books are deleted or altered, it not only does a disservice to their original authors, it does a grave disservice to all of us as readers. Books represent our best opportunity to open our minds by listening to voices that reach out to us across time and space. If we silence those voices or garble them, then we strike a blow against our own right to learn from them. The next time you buy a physical book, and I do hope it's very soon, I hope you'll take advantage of the opportunity to remind yourself that in this simple purchase, this object dense with knowledge which you hold in your hand, you have struck a blow for permanence. You have empowered yourself to greater security in your access to knowledge, and you have taken a stand against censorship.
Thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a nice thumbs up, and remember to share it with everyone who feels as strongly as you do about freedom of speech and freedom of ideas. Happy reading!